Alright guys, welcome to another episode of our first episode of our CSS tutorial. In this tutorial, we're going to be talking how we can connect CSS to our web page. Alright, so as you all know, CSS is used for styling the website, giving it that beauty and all. Alright, so there are three ways of styling our web page. We have the inline style, we have the internal style, and the external. So we'll be starting with the inline. All right, so I have my basic HTML setup, which is buttons. Okay, let's open it here. Good. So what I'll be doing is that I'll be giving this page a background color. All right, so we're going to be styling the page with a background color, and that is the sample we're going to be using to give to explain how we can style our web page in three different cases. And the best the one that could be recommended. All right, so to start with the internal styling, we basically add the style attributes inside the tag we're styling. In our case, we want to style the body and give it a background color of red, green, purple, yellow, or whatever. All right, so using inline, you come to the tag you want to style, add the style attribute and give it quotation, and we are styling the background color, so we'll call whatever we want to style background color, then give it a colon of, let's say, green. All right, then end it with semicolon. So CSS, always, you always need to end your CSS with a semicolon. So if I should go back to my page and refresh, you can see that the body has been changed to green, right? We can as well decide to give it a blue color. So these are inbuilt colors that have been saved in your CSS file already. You can decide to give it red. So good, yeah, right. So that's it for the inline style using CSS. All right, the inline style, you have to put style the style attribute inside the element you want to style. All right, if for instance I want to give this div a background color, I come here and say style equals background color yellow. And if I come back and refresh, you can see. All right, so that's it for the inline styling. All right, the next styling we'll be doing is internal styling. Styling using the internal CSS, we create our style tag inside the head and give the styling there. So this is our head tag, and we're going to create our style tag here. All right, and using internal and external CSS are very similar. The difference is that using external CSS is that we create a separate file, a style.css separate file, and whatever we're going to be doing here is almost the same thing. All right, so I want to style this body and give it a background color, right? So I call the tag I want to style body, I put curly braces, right? And I give it background color red. All right, so if I should go and refresh, you can see it has been styled, right? Let's give it yellow. Go back, refresh. It has been styled, right? Good. So if I should want to style the divs, I can come here and call the element, which is div space curly braces background color blue. Go back, refresh. You can see everything that contains div1 and div2 have been styled, right? So that is it for internal styling. All right, the final one is external CSS. So the difference between internal and external CSS is that external CSS, we are going to be creating a separate CSS file to write our CSS codes, and while internal, both the HTML and CSS are being written in just inside the HTML file. For external styling, we have a separate HTML file and a separate CSS file. Alright, so I'll be creating a page called external.html, and let me paste all the contents here, excluding this. So I would be creating a separate file called style.css, right? So this is where our CSS code is going to be. And in order to link the CSS to our HTML file, we create a tag called link. We have an attribute called rel, it's equals to style sheet. We have type is text slash CSS, and finally we have href. We have href equals to style.css, which is this file we just created. All right, so now I want to style the body and give it a background color. Right, so I'll create a body which is from this body tag, right? Come here and put background color and give it red. All right, so if I should come here and refresh, we'll see it has been done, right? So basically, we do not want to overload our HTML page with different styling. External styling is very good, especially when you are building a long project whereby you don't want to combine both the HTML and CSS code in one HTML file, right? So if I should come here and put div, give it a background color of blue, come back here and refresh, you can see, right? So if I should want to style all the span, okay, let me style, yeah, all the span here. I come back here again, this div, the tag is span, right? Curly braces, background color, and let's give it yellow. Viola, we've seen it. So all the span in this page have been styled, right? So that's the difference between inline styling, internal styling, and external styling. Sometimes you are working on your project and you want to just quickly style something, you can just style it inside the tag, right? That is inline styling. For instance, I can just style only this tag. I just want to style it, right? While for internal, you have the style above, that's inside the head tag, above the body tag, inside the head tag, create the style tag and do whatever you want to do. That's for internal styling. While for external styling, you create a separate CSS file first, then you connect your CSS file to your HTML. So that's the difference. See you on our next video.